Hi everyone, my name is Miss Marini. I was supposed to be your student teacher starting on March 13th, but unfortunately that's when everything shut down. So while I won't be able to meet you in person and help you in the classroom, I'll still be here to help you and do these lessons with you virtually. So first I'm going to fill out my brainstorming worksheet. I want to remember that my flipbook needs to have at least 2 transitions, and I'm going to plan out my ideas here. So I'm going to put where I gained some inspiration. So did I watch videos on YouTube or Instagram, or did I watch my cat hitting around a ball? Anything like that. Then I'm going to sketch out my ideas. So see, we have our 2 transitions. So that'll go from one object, transition 1, to another, transition 2 to the third. You can do more than this if you want, but this is all that's required. And then I'm going to write a brief summary of what my flipbook will be. If this isn't enough room, feel free to get more paper right above, things like that. But I'm going to write what's going on in my boxes and what my ideas are going to be. Alright, so my brainstorming sheet is done, and now I'm going to prepare my paper. So I'm going to fold it in half, make sure everything's even, get a nice crease, and keep folding it. So I'm going to fold it again, one more time. I'm going to unfold, so it should look like this. And then I'm going to take these edges and fold them into the center. And same thing over here. All right, my paper is all folded, so now I'm going to take my scissors and cut on all of the folded creases. I'm going to be really careful. All right, so I have all of my pages cut up. They are about, 2 2/4 by 2 inches. So that's about the size you're going for if you're not using this paper. There are 54 of them, so I used, 3 pieces of paper and the rest of the paper from my sample. So in total, you should only need 4 pieces of computer paper. And then next, I'll start to draw. So I have my first page, and as you can see, I'm up against the window for my light source. So I'm going to get my second page, put it right over top on the window so I can see, and just make a slight adjustment. So for my first one, I'm going to have a ball coming at me, so I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. So I got rid of my first one, bring a second page up, and since I'm doing this against the window, I can see the drawing I have underneath, so I can make a slight adjustment to it to make sure everything's in the right spot. And I'm just going to keep doing this the entire way through. Making slight adjustments. And I'm doing this in pencil, so if I make any mistakes, I can easily erase it. I can make sure it's not messy, everything's super neat, because we want to make sure everything's neat. We're getting graded on neatness. All right, I'm going to slow it down for you a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I have my paper underneath, so I can see what I already did. I can trace over it. So I'm tracing over it right here. I'm going to add any slight changes. So I'm going to add this little plus sign in the middle. Let's put my old one down. New paper. It's the same thing. I'm going to go over what I already had and then make any slight adjustments. So maybe I'll make a line slightly longer. So here I have my completed flipbook. I have all of my drawings on here. And we're gonna give it a go. So, as you can see, computer paper doesn't flip too nicely. It tends to skip a little bit. So I'm trying to find a way to hold it that I can get the most of my actions in here. Sometimes I can try and move it like this. See if that helps a little bit more. So you might need to play around a little bit. If you do have other paper, maybe index cards or a little bit of a sturdier paper, I would recommend doing that for your flip book, just because it'll flip easier. It'll be a lot better for you. But if you don't have anything, that's fine. You're only required to have the computer paper. That's why I did it with the computer paper. It'll just be a lot easier for you in the end if you have a sturdier paper. So when you're all finished, you'll be ready to bind your book. So you can do this with a lot of different things that are just around your house. You use tape, you can use paper clips, use binder clips. I have a binder clip here, so I'm just going to use that. You can glue your papers together. I'm going to clip it on. And here I have it. Ooh.